Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shakira. If you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button and let's just jump right into this video. So today, I don't know if I told you guys, but I had a whole bunch of ideas in this book so that I could start making videos because I already have all the ideas. It's like I just don't have the time to sit down and actually record them. So I have ideas for my main channel, and then I also have ideas for my hair channel. A lot of them are Christmas themed because Christmas is right around the corner. But I am thinking of doing like a New Year's resolution video. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but that's one of my ideas. But for right now, we're gonna talk about my ACL reconstruction, the update, cause I don't have any of my videos about cause I used to vlog. For those who are new to my channel, I used to vlog it all when I actually got the surgery done and the workouts and how I'm feeling about it. And it was actually a girl that she regularly had to go get surgeries done, and me and her, we started to speak about it. I started to watch videos to just learn extra stuff behind the fact of the surgery, because it was some things that the doctor didn't tell me. When I originally went in, I went in the 24th, I believe, and then I wasn't able to get it. But I think I came back the 26th, and then when I went in, they drew where they was going to do the incisions at. But the thing is, the doctor didn't exactly tell me, okay, we're doing this and this to your knee and blah, blah, blah. So when I came out of surgery, my foot was wrapped up in gauze, and then inside of a regular wrap band, like if you was to sprain your elbow or whatever, how they wrap your arm, wrapped it in that, and then it had a brace around it. So that I went home. I had to be in the brace for, I want to say, almost a month. I was in the brace, taking showers in the brace, using the bathroom, everything. It was I had my crutches. So I ended up going back to the surgeon around May 6th. And I remember that day. It's either May 6th or May 7th, but I remember that day because I had took a Snapchat that day. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm about to go get my staples removed and yeah. So that day I went and I got the staples removed. But come to find out, the doctor was trying to tell me you're supposed to already been bending your knee. They gave me a machine that actually bends it, extends it and bends it. And I'm oh, I thought that was enough. You didn't tell me, you didn't notify me, and none of this. Even the paperwork that they gave you after you came out of surgery didn't even have that on it. So how was I supposed to know? I never had that surgery done in my life. What are you saying? So they did that, and then I'm gonna try to insert some pictures. Some of the pictures are really vivid, so viewers' discretion is advised. But they did slip my knee in I think it's 2 or 3 spots. The knee was splitting, and it was a small cut that I had on the upper part of my thigh. But when I went to the doctor, they told me that it was an accident slip. They weren't even supposed to enter through that. They were in the knee, and I guess it had poked and went out through my leg. So I'm wow. So y'all just putting cuts in my I don't even like cuts, but y'all putting extra cuts in my skin. Okay. But with the ACL reconstruction, it's basically my ACL was actually torn. I don't know how much it was torn because I don't think that you could get a visual picture of it being torn, but mine was torn, and it was to the point where my knee, when I walk, period, my knee is giving me pains, and I'm too young to be getting knee pain. Do you understand? Then my knee will be locking up on me and all of this nonsense. So I ended up getting the surgery done. With the surgery that I got, they had cut out a piece of bone. In basically, I can't even explain it. They cut out a piece of bone. So imagine this is my kneecap, and then this is the bottom of my leg. So right here where my kneecap is, they cut a piece out the kneecap, and then they cut a piece out of the bone at the bottom and hooked up the graft in there and put 2 screws. So I have 2 screws, but those screws should go away in a couple years. It won't even be visible. It should blend in with the bone. About the bone, I don't think that is gonna it's obviously probably not gonna grow back, but I can't kneel down. I can't I can't exactly run. Last time I went to my surgeon, he said that my knee was still 1 inch off of the size of my left leg, but it's probably been like probably like 2-3 weeks since that, and I felt like it has like grown a little bit more in weight. Like my legs were really skinny. Like they were really skinny. I really felt like I was losing a lot of weight, but I'm gonna go look at some mostly asked questions, write them down, and then come back and answer them for you guys. Um, because I knew that when I was trying to figure out like the whole ACL reconstruction surgery, it was like hard for me. Like even watching certain people's YouTube videos, they weren't going into depth with everything. Like some people think like, oh, I could go get the surgery done and I'll be good, but like no, like you have to worry about the after effect of everything. Like I'll be back. I'm gonna explain it deeper. Okay, so I wrote down some information and I wrote down some questions. So to further explain the whole autograft, there are 3 types of grafts that you could get. You could get an allograft, which is a donor graft. They said like you get it from a dead person. It's like piece of their body part, and then they're gonna make the graft while you're on the surgery table and then insert it. Or it could be a patella tendon, which is I think what I got, the patella tendon autograft, and then you could also have a hamstring graft, hamstring tendon graft. I'm not sure what that is and what that looks like, but those are the 3 types of grafts that you could get. For those who are watching this video, if you are going to get ACL reconstruction, or there's ACL reconstruction and there's ACL repair. I think the repair is if it's like slightly torn or whatever, and then the reconstruction is when it's done, it's gone, and like you just need a whole new one. So ACL stands for anterior cruciate ligament reconstruction. You understand? So that's the surgery that I got, and it's basically the replacement of the tissue graft. Your ligament could have been torn like slightly, or it could be like torn to no repair, and they removed your old torn ligament. They don't do the whole cut your knee open and open it up. They do the arthroscopic one with the little incisions, and they go in. I'm gonna show you what my incisions look like, but to be honest, I don't think that mine were arthroscopic because they're too big to be they're way too big to be arthroscopic. But I'm gonna answer some questions. Some questions that I found online were like, will any more surgery be required in the future? To be honest, that all depends on your body, and it also depends on like when you go back to your doctor, then your doctor will notify you like, okay, will you need surgery again? Some advice when you are like after you get your surgery done, do not depend on your crutches, because once you start depending on your crutches, then you're taking all the weight off of your pain, like the leg you just had surgery on, and putting it on the other leg, and that could strain the other leg and just cause pain to that one. So it's like it's not even gonna get any better. So I feel like be on the crutches when you need to. Don't be on your feet too much after the surgery. Yeah. So another question, will there need any other surgery? They say that patella tendon or like the autografts are stronger than the ACL that you're born with, because like once you tear that ACL and they recreate you a new one, they're basically building it. It's supposed to sustain so that your knee could do like all the things it could do with your original ACL. So it could be yes, it could be no. I was experiencing pain in my left knee, and I went and I spoke to my doctor. We had an MRI done. I think we had an X-ray done also, and it was like something slightly happened, but it was possibly it looks like it's already healing from something that happened like a while ago, I'm guessing. The next question is, will I have pain after the procedure? No, like as soon as you get off of anesthesia, no, you possibly won't feel it. but maybe that night or maybe the next morning, which is why they give you pain medication. I was on my pain meds. Like I made sure I took mine because I wasn't trying to feel nothing. It was times when, yeah, like my cuts would start itching, and no, do not itch them because they could get infected. But I wouldn't wish this surgery on my worst enemy. Like, I felt like I was blindsided going into the surgery because I didn't realize that they was going to cut bone. And then I didn't realize, like, the aftermath. Like, some people didn't get, like, the videos I watched, some people didn't actually get their bone cut out. So, like, that numbness that, like, I'm feeling in my knee, some people actually didn't feel that. Well, some people still felt it because the nerves in that area of the knee were messed with. But I'm missing pieces of bone. So it's like I barely could kneel down. When I kneel down, I have to kneel on top of a pillow. It's just too much or whatever. Next question is, will I need physical therapy? You definitely will need physical therapy to build back the strength back in your knee, because like it seems like you're gonna lose like a lot of weight in that leg. Like that leg is gonna look really slim, especially if you're not working on it. Like if you're not working on it at all, then your leg is just gonna be there. Like it's just gonna be like it's dying basically. Like you have to work it out. It's not gonna work out on its own. Next question is, when will I be able to drive, or when would I be able to go to work? Your doctor will notify you for that, but like if you feel up to it to like go to work and you could stand, like depending on what you work and do, if you could like stand on your leg and do that, then be my guest. But I don't think I started driving again until I want to say like 2 to 3 months after my surgery. And that's only because for those who do drive, you know that when it comes to driving, you have to shift your foot from gas to brake, gas to brake, gas to brake. And like imagine if you want to speed, or somebody in front of you is speeding, or you have to fall like fast brake. To switch your knee like that is a lot of strain on the knee. So you will want to start back driving when you know, like when you absolutely know, like, okay, I'm up for it. My mind and my body is in sequence to, okay, my mind is telling me I have to stop. My leg is on its way to stop the car. But other than that, I don't think that people should be driving if they know that their body isn't up for it. Some questions that I was thinking of at the time. Will there be scarring? There definitely will be scarring, because to be honest, I don't think that when they sew it up, and they use sutures, they staple it. They use staples in your knee. So when they put the staples, well, when they did mine, the skin was kind of like flapped on top of the other side of the skin, and then they stapled it. So when that started to heal, it did create a seam line of like that is gonna scar, but also that yeah, what was I gonna say? When they do take, and then I think they take out the staples like 4 weeks, so like a month. So yeah, when I went back in May, they took out the staples. And then my surgeon, oh my God, I hated him so much that day. He had bent my knee to no extent. Like I felt like my knee wasn't ready to bend, but he's telling me like, oh, like you were supposed to be bending your knee, and this, that, and the third. So he bent my knee, and when I say I yelled for Jesus Christ himself, that shit hurt like hell. And then when I went home, I didn't even use my crutches, and I walked up the stairs. Like my knee was able to bend. It was painful, but I had to do it. Like I walked my little pretty ass up the stairs. But the way that I was walking was so funny. Like I wish I recorded that shit. Like it was so hilarious. But right now I don't think I have any. My scarring is not that bad. I do be having itching on my knee. My knee be itching so bad. And you think that you itching it, but it's not itching it. Like it's not. It's itching underneath the skin. And that's the worst thing ever. Like the bone is hurting, so you can't scratch it too hard, or else you're gonna be hurting your bone. I feel like I barely have any skin to separate my knee bone from the outer layer of my skin. So it's like when everything rubs together, it's just pain. Like when I was in cosmetology school and we had to sit on the chairs, our desks were positioned where like the edge of the desk, cause like if you swing your chair, like you know they had the chairs that can move and stuff. If you accidentally swipe your knee across that, it's over for you. You cussing to who knows, like you just cursing up a storm. Like I remember like when I was in school, I used to like bomb, but I used to have to be, I can't be mad at nobody but myself because I did it to myself. I scraped my knee against the table. But that shit is the worst pain I could ever imagine. Like cramps is nothing compared to the pain of the after effect of a ACL reconstruction. But if it is needed, I feel like you should get it because it'll give you a longer time span on your knee. Like I used to run track. I don't run as much as I used to anymore. But I could say that I do walk. I make sure that I walk a lot because I don't want I don't want one of my legs to look like they're smaller than the other one. So I make sure I walk a lot. I try to eat healthy, but you know, I can't do that. Your daily doctor visits, like when they tell you to come in, like come in because you never know, like they need to look at your knee to make sure that everything is going swift swan and whatever the case might be. I think that's it. Like, if I have anything else, there will be a part 2. I think I'm supposed to have another doctor's visit. I was supposed to get an x-ray done on my knee, but everything has been feeling fine lately, and I don't want to go get an x-ray for no reason. So I'm going to make an appointment, and when I go the next time, I will record it, and I will, so like, basically the doctor could explain a little bit deeper. I had some videos of him explaining it from before, but I lost every single last one of them, and that's just sad. But I'm not gonna start this back up as another journey. I'm just gonna start it up as the updates from now on, because it's legit been April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. It's been 9 months. It's about to be a whole year since I had my surgery done, and all I could say is thank God, because from the pain that I was feeling before to the pain that I was feeling now, it's nothing compared. I started to look up the ACL reconstruction thing. It was all a mental thing. It was just like, okay, can I do this? Like, I'm about to have surgery done on my knee. I only ever had one surgery before that, and that was to remove my, what's it called? My appendix. And that was painful, but it wasn't as painful as the after effect of the ACL. I think that's it. That's all I gotta say. And I'm gonna see you in my next one when I come to you with another video. Don't forget to stay strong and calm, and don't forget to laugh.